Welcome to 5 Points of Articulation. If you saw my video on the Batman, you'd know that I really like the body, but I'm not that crazy about the head. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different and dedicate an entire video to head swaps. Before we begin, just letting you know I am currently sick, so if I sound a bit off, that's why. Also, if you were hoping to see a head swap with the Three Jokers Batman, that is sadly impossible. Similar to the Battle Damage Batman, his articulation is the base of the neck instead of the base of the skull. That said, there are still plenty of other heads to choose from. First up, we've got the Hellbat. On the one hand, the glossy helmet goes very nicely with the belt logo and shoulder pads, and even though it's a bit big for the body, once you think of it as a helmet, that's not exactly a deal breaker. What is a deal breaker is the fact that there is absolutely no head underneath. That said, for purposes of action figure photography, it does look pretty cool if you shoot it straight on. Here we have the DC Designer Series Greg Capullo. In terms of proportions, this head fits really well. Unfortunately, Capullo's work is so stylized and almost cartoonish that it just doesn't really match with the realism of the body. Next up, we've got the Snyder Cut Batfleck. I think that this head improves the overall figure, but I ranked it a little bit low for the same reason that I kind of don't like the Snyder Cut figure in general, the goggles. That said, here, they don't bother me quite as much. I think it's because there are other glossy black bits on the figure that make it kind of balance out. Here we have Batman Beyond. Conceptually, I love this. Throw some red on the logo and maybe on the inside of the cape, and I think you've really got something. Also, if you've never tried it, Terry's head on the Hellbat armor is a lot of fun. Just be warned, it doesn't actually click in, and you will need some sticky tack. Next up, we've got DC Essentials Rebirth version 2. This one strikes a really good balance between realism and stylization. The pegs, unfortunately, are not a perfect match, and so I currently have them just kind of sitting up there, but if you had some sticky tack, I'm sure that you could make it work. While we're on the subject, I always wondered what the Rebirth head would look like on the Greg Capullo body. If you ever wondered that, well, here you go. Honestly, I really like this. For my second favorite head swap, here's Flashpoint Batman. If you just threw a little red circle in the middle of that bat signal, this could be the perfect live-action Flashpoint Batman. Paint the straps red and add a holster, and there you go. The head's a bit large, so it does make him look lankier, but overall, this is really cool. And thanks to that red motif, this is a lot of fun too. Considering how much I like that one, what could possibly be my favorite head swap? Stealth Iron Man. I'm just kidding. Dark Knight's Death Metal. In a way, this is kind of a cheat. The Flashpoint and Death Metal heads are practically identical. The main difference is that this one has a bit more stubble and the traditional white Batman eyes. Also, if you're curious, it looks pretty cool on the Snyder Cut Batfleck. Just be warned that it is a little bit gappy. If you like the new body but don't care for the head, I can't recommend this combination enough. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these head swaps. This video is definitely an experiment for me, so let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, check out my full review of the new DC Multiverse Robert Pattinson Batman, or my newest video on the Spin Master electronic Batmobile. I'll be back again real soon, but until then, play nice and have fun.